The Coin Lady channel is pleased to have you back. Everyone is looking away from XRP now that we have confirmation that something is happening behind the scenes, but at the retail level, the volatility of the coin is so high that it's as if no one is paying attention. It appears as though a tidal wave of institutional and individual investors will soon be making their entrance. To begin, this is what David has to say. This is quite humorous, because some people are arguing, oh, there are multiple right. Nevertheless, Joel Cash Schwartz has finally provided conclusive evidence that I am not Satoshi Nakamoto. Picture this. It's a groupie. It makes logical for him to say this, as Satoshi is more like a group than an individual, yet, you should still check the sale. What gives XRP its potential to reach 70k if Bitcoin can? Now the dispute over market capitalization will occur, but I will present my own case first. Guess which one you'll tell me in the end. The one with real-world utility, or the one with speculation? Thank goodness Bitcoin paved the road. It's currently king, so we shouldn't have any trouble finding it. For all cryptocurrencies to thrive, Bitcoin's success is crucial. Just told the consensus folks that an XRP is on the way, and now Brad's rumbling voice is coming over. Equities in Solana and Cardano are certain to happen. Excuse me, but I'm really curious about this, guys. Why? Am I correct? The CEO of Ripple finally took the stage at Consensus 24 in Austin, according to this new report that came out a few hours ago. Some such exchange-traded funds, ETFs, for these cryptocurrencies are sure to appear in the future. Level up, dudes. Behold him. Well, look at this face right here. It appears as though he is exceedingly bullish, because with the recent green light for spot Bitcoin ETFs and promising developments for ones intended to hold other cryptocurrencies, Austin, Texas, is seeing an influx of new exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Using Ethereum Ether, Ripple's CEO, the creation of an XRP exchange-traded fund, ETF, is, in my opinion, something that will happen eventually. Great news! Solana and Cardano are both set to launch their own exchange-traded funds. I believe he indicated that Ripple is closely associated with XRP. This is just crazy, you guys. Additionally, we are aware of any upcoming advice that will be available here. Am I correct? July 4th is being considered by some, isn't it? Or, more likely, in June, when there will be a flood of cash flowing in, folks. Currently, Garlin House has stated that these will be subject to a lengthy regulatory approval procedure. Looking at the big picture, though, it's just straight up and to the right forever. So these will just be speed bumps. I see. But, as he adds at the very end, these will appear to be speed bumps, won't they? So it will be like, hey, look at me, I'm that guy, you know. But ultimately, it's right up there. Expenses are being continually pumped. We will not give up no matter how difficult the road ahead may be. This is going to connect to this chart now. Very well. Why? Because listen up, dudes. Something is about to happen that is completely unexpected, like a white swan occurrence. It's pressing down on everything. We pumped in such manner. We still have one more task to finish before we can go vertical here, thanks to Alex Cobb. Just cryptocurrency that is clearly defined by American law. RSI touched a new low against XRP. The next SEC case should be finalized any day soon. Coming soon, folks, the Ripple stable coin. Now you know that these things are happening. Similarly, rules must be established. Now, I'll explain why. Things get interesting when we return here. They'll see this, you guys. If you're a man who listens to this and gets wild, you should appreciate today's video. The lack of regulatory certainty from Washington, according to Garling House, has been brought up by SEC Chair Gary Ganser's summons before Congress. He wants to answer the question of whether Ether is a security, but he maintains that the regulations are already quite clear, and that there's no need to update them. Thus, we return to this location, everyone. Everyone is criticizing the SEC. Even Congressman Tom Emmer thinks that Gary Gensler is the worst thing that has ever happened to the agency. Am I correct? Something has changed with the current system. Also, it's taking place. Why? Because come on, the current president and administration have totally changed their minds, haven't they? What they're investigating with cryptos and all is intriguing today. Not to mention that, according to Garlinghouse, the world's biggest economy, ACC, exemplifies the worst possible level of regulatory clarity.
In reference to the Howey test, Ganser asserted that, despite its absurdity and travesty, the Orange Grove examinations from 70 to 80 years ago offer unambiguous guidelines for cryptography. Why? Because even among presidential contenders, the SEC position has become a political liability. I see. Moreover, Garlinghouse brought out the fact that outside of ACS, 75% of Ripple's hiring was done last year, but only around 60% of the time this year. Perplexing, isn't it? People are leaving the United States in droves, but they'll be returning soon because their stance on cryptocurrencies has shifted. It's crucial for an ACC to adopt the correct regulatory stance on cryptocurrencies. Dude, that's really insane, he said. Am I correct? Take a look at that, ETFs are on the way. Explain why that is of paramount importance. Since we already know where the money is going, the ETFs will be exceedingly bullish. Also, that will drive up prices, guys. The video concludes with that. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Coming up shortly, farewell.